3 more rotations remain. On to the uneven bars, and Nicole Young is getting ready. 14 years of age, out of Blue Springs, Missouri. Another one of the youngsters, born in October of 1972, trains at the Great American Gymnastics Express for Coach Al Fong.
Al Fong has been doing a terrific job in the Kansas City area with some really outstanding gymnasts. He had a good field of competitors at the U.S. Championships, which were in Kansas City about a month ago. And I think he has about 4 girls from his team that are competing in this event here. So he has a really deep team and a good program there.
How are we doing at the international level on the uneven bars, Bart, for the women?
Well, it's hard to match the expertise of Julianne McNamara, the great American gymnast, of course, who won the last Olympics. She was definitely the master of the uneven bars and has been for quite some time. We do have some young hotshots who do very well here, however. Okay, there's her mount. She touched the low bar. She goes up to the high bar. Really nice cast. Beautiful front. That's the move called the Jaeger, straddled front. Now, I believe she was supposed to go over on that cast a handstand and pirouette, but she did a good job covering up. But look at, she has really powerful cast a handstand, nice giant swings, 2 in a row, and a toe on front with a half and a really nice landing.
The crowd loved it here in North Carolina, better than 14,000 of them. In Kansas City, she was 31st in the all-around at the McDonald's Gymnastics Championships.
You can see here she has good speed, a little bit of a problem with bending her arms as she goes over the top on those giant swings. That will be a minor deduction, but look at the position there, and she is up there on that toe on front with a half.
Now over to floor exercise, Cindy Tom from the Verdugo Gymnastics team out of West Covina, California, just 15 years old. She loves the vault. She won the gold medal at last year's festival in the team competition, just entering her sophomore year in high school.
Now keep in mind that the judges are looking for, generally you'll see 3 very explosive tumbling runs, but the whole exercise must be very well incorporated with the music and pretty dance elements and combining full turns, double turns like that one there, a change of pace, and of course if it can be well coordinated with the music, it's definitely an advantage. Nice, clean front step out to a tuck double back, and she did that very easily. She landed the double back as if no problem here. Okay, there's a round-off back handspring, tuck double back handspring, back layout. Nice combination tumbling. It's very unusual to see a gymnast who will work out of a tuck double back. Very difficult tumbling run. Okay, here's her last acrobatic tumbling pass. Nice high double twist. Nice routine.
Seems much easier for the crowds to relate to the floor exercise. They got a good one there from Cindy Tom. Now let's go over to track and field. Mike Patrick, Marty LaCory, and Larry Rawson. Here at the Smith Center in Chapel Hill, Tim Brando along with Bart Connor. Joyce Wilborn, our leader after the first rotation on the uneven bars. And she said all along she needs to become more consistent. Well, we'll see.
Yep, and this is a big event for her because it is definitely her weakest event. She can get through this. Oh. Yeah, she did a cast, a reverse pirouette, and she was supposed to go back over the other way. She came down. Okay, once you're in trouble, it's really hard to regain your composure on a move like that because that was a complete combination, and she missed the first part, and of course, that really put her in bad position to continue the skill. She has to get back up there. Good free hip, giant swing, pike double back, but that's going to cost her a lot. That's going to definitely take her out of the contention in the all-around competition.
You get that half-point deduction, and automatically it's done. Robin Richter now, also on the uneven bars.
And she looks very good. I've noticed that she looks really aggressive. And, of course, uneven bars is her best event. So if she's going to make a move in the all-around, she can do it right here. A nice cast up to the high bar. Free hip right to the top. Giant to a reverse heck. Really nice high release move. She fulfills the requirement of going back down and touching the low bar and then casts back up to the top. Giant and a comb in each and a pike dismount. Really clean routine. That's going to score well.
She won in Reno on the uneven bars. Now Sonja Knapp on the beam. Her best performance was at the American Classic in Colorado Springs in '85. She captured the all-around there.
Oh, that's a nice move. A split way out on the end of the beam. A few dance elements early in the exercise so that she feels comfortable on the beam. Really nice. Swing through layout backflip. I think it's important that the girls use a few dance elements right at the beginning of the exercise so they get a feel of the beam. They sense how nervous they are, how quick they are, so that they can make those proper adjustments to stay on the beam. Oh, and that's a really nice split leap combination. The judges are looking for combinations of dance elements, leap elements, and of course combination tumbling like that, which is a great back handspring to a layout. She really is competing very well. She looks very confident. She moves quickly, which is nice to see. I think the gymnasts who move quickly seem to really charge and challenge the elements on the balance beam, and I like that style. I think that aggressive style is typical of the Russians and the Romanians. And a round off to a really clean double twist dismount. That's going to score well, too.
So the freshman at Boyertown East Junior High School has an outstanding performance. Sonja Knapp on the beam. We'll continue with more from gymnastics, but first, let's go over to more track and field here at the U.S. Olympic Festival.
Kung Fu Theater, it might surprise many of you to learn that it actually means giving way or gentleness. It was founded by Dr. Kano way back in 1892, and it was designed to provide welfare and mutual benefit for all. And of course, if you participate in judo, you benefit from the recreation as well as from the discipline, both physical discipline and mental discipline as well.
We were taking a look at some of the women involved. A young woman named Robin Taylor, you might remember that name because she won a couple of medals in the past at the Olympic Festival. Well, she was not really coming here this year. She had taken a year off to start raising a family, made a last-minute decision to show up, and managed to come in here and win a medal in the 106-pound class. So women have done very well in judo, continue to do so. Big sport.
On guard.
I don't think so. Okay, we're going to take a break now. Be back with more track and field, more gymnastics in just a moment. Stay with us as the 1987 Olympic Festival continues.
It's time for Alley's Hotel and Casino on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. John Meekins, who is 15-1-2 with 12 knockouts out of Manhattan in New York, up against junior welterweight that is yet to be determined, and Edward Parker against Harold Knight out of Plainfield, New Jersey. Already in the women's 400, Latana Sheffield, age 23, out of El Cajon, California, gets the gold. And in the men's, Tranel Hawkins out of 400 in the men's. Back to
rotations. Dana Lister, the young lady we mentioned at the very top of our telecast, right now in first. Juliet Bangerter, only 13 years of age, in second. Tanya Service, she's a veteran here. And Robin Richter is in fourth. Tim Brando along with Bart Connor. And Bart, we all know that there is a certain element of danger in gymnastics, and for that matter in any element of sport. And we all have a collective sigh of relief now for the end result of what was a scary situation.
And this was
for
a
Karen
very
Turney.
scary situation. This is a round-off flip-flop vault, and you'll see here she totally misses her hands. And boy, there is nothing you can do when you don't get that very important block on the horse.
Now, there's some good news here, though. She's leaving now. She's scratched from the competition, leaving with her doctor under his urgency, obviously. But she came back with her second vault and scored a 9-1 after having been on the mat for about 10 minutes.
What a terrific show of determination. That vault is scary because there's very little room for error. I'm glad she handled it well on the second time around.
Juliet Bangerter now in the floor exercise. 13 years of age as well.
She's having a terrific day. You can see she has Really nice extension. Good presentation. Really pretty moves in her dance elements. Here's the tumbling, round of flip-flop, tuck double back. Now, once again, you can see that she doesn't do the most high-level difficulty. That tuck double back is a rather common first tumbling run, but what she does so well. Really nice pirouette in the straddle position. Look at that 180-degree split in the legs. I have to admit, she's very much like the style of gymnast that I was. She has good presentation, doesn't do all the big moves, but she has a good presentation, and that will score big points. Nice triple twist. That was an important element for her to do in her second tumbling run.
Smooth, cool, and confident, right?
Oh, that's a neat move. Double turn into a handstand pirouette. Pretty ballet turns. For a junior, she shows a tremendous amount of clean technical elements, which is very important for the junior gymnast because you can always add the difficulty and the big tricks later. But it's very difficult to go back and relearn some of the important technical elements like triple turns like that and tremendous flexibility.
She seems quite polished. Juliet Bangerter, 4 feet 11 inches tall, 84 pounds, and right now she's in second place after 2 rotations. She probably didn't hurt her standing at all with that performance. Now Joyce Wilborn, who obviously ran into some problems on the uneven bars in her last rotation, getting ready to go on the beam.
She dropped from first to 15th after that really rough performance on the uneven bars.
An 8.35, and when you've scored a 9.85 and you're in first, that has to hurt your psyche. Let's see what happens here on the beam.
There's a pirouette to a handstand, and she lowers down to sort of a semi-planche position. Okay, now she's getting ready for switch leg split leaps. There's that leap series. Something that the judges are definitely looking for is good combination in leaps, good combinations in tumbling. And here's the tumbling combinations. 2 flip-flops to a layout. Really well done. Joyce is so explosive and so dynamic that she's had a problem staying on the balance beam. As we noticed before in her vault, she is so springy, it's hard for her to control the landings, and she tends to just go flying off the balance beam. But so far, she seems very much in control here. There's a kick over front. Not an easy move. It'd be nice to see a little more fluid movements, fluid body movements and fluid arm movements to contribute to the exercise. But there's a tuck double back and a nice dismount. She's really pleased with that one.
So much athleticism in that 100-pound body. It's difficult to control. Joyce Wilborn from Patterson, New Jersey, and she's happy about that dismount, if nothing else, Bart. Sunja Knapp now onto the floor exercise.
Sunja's been working the full twisting double back for a mount. She has been improving her difficulty in the last year or so. And let's see if she can pull it off. This is a big trick for her right at the top. She's got good speed. Full in. Nice. That was really well done. Clean in the air and a great job handling the landing.
Fourth after 2 rotations. She could move into the medal category with a great performance here.
Beautiful pirouettes. Notice the dramatic change in the music. She started with some very hot, high-tempo, fast-tempo music, and now she backs off. She's ready for a really clean double twist. She probably could use a little more difficulty in that second tumbling run. The double twist, however, was done really high, good form, nice execution, which is very important. She works back into the corner for her last tumbling run, and you can see she's catching a deep breath. Probably will be a tuck double back. Let's see, round off up, tuck double. Oh, nice landing. She's going to be pleased with that one.
A crowd-pleasing performance from Sanjana after having been diagnosed with scoliosis for a year. That back problem